Rabbi, so we're going to do more Chazarah on Yerushalmi Peah. We're going to start Tes on the base at the top. So we bring a brisa that if you do good thoughts, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu adds the reward to the Maisa of a mitzvah, but whereas bad thoughts to do an Aveira, Hashem does not join it to the Maisa. We bring various proofs. The good thoughts, we bring Oz Nibru Yura Shemisha Re'eu, and Machshava Ra, Hashem doesn't add it to a Maisa, we bring a pasuk for that. But that's all with Kal Yisrael. But as far as Goyim is concerned, then Machshava Teva, Hashem doesn't add it to a Maisa, whereas bad thoughts, Hashem does add it to a Maisa. Now, how do we find that Hashem doesn't add Machshava, good thoughts? Hashem doesn't add it for Goyim for a Maisa. We bring a pasuk from Daniel, where the king tried to save him but didn't save him, and therefore the king wasn't rewarded, even though the king did try to save him. We don't find that Hashem is mitzvah for good thought to a Maisa, whereas with a bad thought, Hashem is mitzvah to a Maisa, what we find with the descendants of Esav. Esav Mikatel, the pasuk we bring, and it doesn't say that Esav killed Yaakov, but because he wanted to kill him, Hashem treated it as if he actually killed him. Rabbi Chai says a person might be a tzaddik all his days, in the end he can lose everything. And he brings a pasuk for that, from tzaddik tzedakah asa abel. And also Rishon ben Lakish said if he regrets these things that he's done already, and also someone who was a Rasha all his days, in the end he does teshuvah, Hashem can receive him, and brings a source for that, Rishuv Rasha Merishasai. Rabbi Yochanan said, not only that, but all the Averas that a person did, they are treated as merits, and he brings a source, even the treasury, but after someone is done teshuvah, like Ma'abalis is like the Salim. If someone is mainly merits and miut Averas, then he can be punished on the miut Averas that he did in this world, in order to give him a full reward in the future. But if he's mainly Averas and miut merits, then he may get the schar mitzvahs kadas which he did in this world, in order that he should be punished in the future. But one who takes on the yoke of Torah, who takes off the yoke of Torah, and he's made for bris, and he's megala podim bar Torah, even though he's got masim tovim, he can be punished in this world, and the Karen will save for the next world. One says the colors that these averas are the more lenient averas, that a person's judged based on his deeds. Others said no, these are the severe averas, like a perek al Torah. Now, if it's someone who did teshuvah, well, nothing stands before teshuvah. So what we're talking about where he didn't do teshuvah, and someone died with various yisurin. So it's machlekes. According to one opinion, there are averas which are kalos. So his most deeds are mitzvahs, he gets kapara with that. But according to another opinion, they're included in the averas which are severe, and therefore he's punished in this world and also in the next world. We've also learned in Sanhedrin that the following don't have a chelik in Olam Haba: someone who denies Tchias HaMeisim. It says Torah is not from Shemayim, and Apikoros, who's Mzalzel in Torah and Chachma. Rabbi Kiva says also one who reads Sfarim HaChitzainim, whereas Sifrei Minim of heretics, he has no chelik in Olam Haba. And also someone who's loichesh on a makkah to heal, he says, some sort of incantation. And he says all the machla, all the illnesses that I put in Mitzrayim, I won't put on you, Hashem Rufa'echa. So a person has no chelek in the Olam Haba, being loichesh on the makkah. Abu Shal said also one who says Hashem's name by its letters. They also added someone who's perek ol and Meifir Bris and Megale Panim Bar Torah. They also have no chelek in the Olam Haba. One who is Parakol, that's someone who says there is Torah but I can't take it, I can't keep it. Meifir Bris, he pulls the skin of his Ola, and Megale Panim Bar Torah, someone says Torah wasn't given from Shemayim. Now we've already said someone who says ain't Torah no Shemayim, so the answer is someone who goes against the Torah publicly in front of a minyan like Yayakim Melech Yehuda. If someone has mainly merits, then he's Yerush Gan Eden. Mainly Averas he gets Gehinnom. If he was merits and things were equal, then Rabbi Yosef Chanina said, it says Nosa Avonos, but it doesn't say Nosa Avonos employed, it says Nosa Avonos. So Hashem takes one of the Averas away, and therefore the merits will be in the majority. Rabbi Lazar brings a pasuk of Hashem Chased. if the person hasn't got enough merits to be machriya on his averos, then Hashem, as it were, gives the merits from yours to be machriya on the averos. So it comes out that the midas chesed of Hashem is more with schar. When a person's deeds are equal, Hashem adds on to the merits, so they should weigh against the averos. Okay, 1 second. The view of Rabbi Lazar here, that the chesed of Hashem weighs up on the scales more towards the merits, fits in with Rabbi Lazar. Rabbi Lazar said, Rav chesed mati klapei chesed. Okay. Rabbi Yirmiyah asked, the pasuk says, Risha tesanev chatos. Another pasuk says, Chataim, they run after the bad, Sadikim Yishalim Tov. Basically, the wicked, the sin runs after them, and the Sadikim get other mitzvahs. With various psukim, we're bringing about the mockers and the schar. Hashem supports the mockers to sin. Ragle Chasidav Yishma. Various psukim are brought. And we put a fence about those who have offence. Hashem supports the tzaddikim. So how is it? It sounds like Hashem is helping those who help themselves, and is not helping those who don't help themselves. So they say this is the midah of Hashem, because you might guide yourself once, or second time, or third time, then Hashem guards the person from that avera in the future. If a person has done a bit himself. Rabbi Zera said, Rabbi Zera said, providing the person shouldn't go back from his sidkus and do the averas afterwards, and he brings a source for that. Rabbi Chuna said, in the name of Rabbi Vo, that Hashem has not got shikha, but for the Jewish people, it's as if he forgets. When he wants to leave the averas on the scales, Hashem takes one sin away, and he treats it as if he's forgotten it, and doesn't bring it in the calculation. And he brings the source, Masechet Avon. Rabbi Melech, we find Nasasa Avon Amach, Gisisam Chachach Salah.